Sometimes the most revealing story isn't told by a person, but by the space they left behind. Imagine an early winter morning. In a cramped kitchen, an investigator tilts a lamp over a ransom note. Faint grooves appear on the paper, impressions from the page beneath. These indentations and a single flake of blue fiber eventually lead not to a remote cabin, but to a cheap writing pad hidden behind a refrigerator. An entire case solved by a clue no thicker than a whisper. This silent testimony is everywhere. A discarded tie sheds a glittering dust that, under a microscope, reveals itself as an aluminum alloy from aerospace work, pointing detectives toward a hangar, not a boardroom. A houseplant by a window holds foreign pollen from a coastal marsh, redrawing the map of a suspect's journey by hundreds of miles. How often does the room confess what the witness will not? The clues are not just physical, they exist in time itself. A wall clock set for a late dinner the family never ate exposes a staged scene. A creased map folded in a way unique to a single store's display leads to the one cashier who remembers a handshake. Even the silence aches volumes. The dog that never barked suggests a familiar face crossed the threshold. In the lab, investigators become masters of time. They stretch a single minute into an hour, spreading receipts and bus schedules across a glass table. They rearrange an evening, note by note, until an alibi collides with a train schedule that proves it impossible. Time is no longer just a clock on the wall. It becomes a ruler, measuring truth against fabrication. And then there are the words themselves. On a recorded call, a single adjective lands wrong, a slip of the tongue that rewrites intent. Linguistic analysis can track a person's idiolect, the unique fingerprint of their phrasing. The loudest truth can be hidden in the quietest preposition, a verb tense that forgets the script, or the way someone names a street they were never supposed to have seen. Today, these timeless methods merge with modern science. The pollen on a cuff, a grain of soil, the life cycle of an insect, all help place a victim far from the official story. Investigators relight a bulb the suspect swore was broken. They study the wear on a latch. In the silence of the lab, microscopes and chemical analysis give these tiny witnesses a voice. Digital trails from phones and cameras add timestamps and locations, while DNA profiling refines the picture with unshakable certainty, all safeguarded by a meticulous chain of custody. The principle is simple. Every object has a history, and every routine has a rhythm. When that rhythm is broken, a story begins to emerge. In an age of information overload, the smallest details matter more than ever. The key is to look past the noise and find the seam in the narrative. And when you do, a case you think you know can be turned completely on its head by a single overlooked clue.